Why hello there, fellow green thumbs. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Episode 16. Batting for Scat. Looks like you guys want me to add farming and or build. So, does anyone know where the bats were? I got guano, but I totally forgot where I got guano. And I'm obviously going to need that in order to... do any of that jazz. Bats were the first in the crystal caves? Let's try to find it. So let's have ourselves... I'm tireless, actions do not drain energy, and I'm well rested. Well rested as a result of sleeping in a better bed for the first time. Breakfast time. We'll do a deep hash.
Villy has a ruby wine and Yari a copper mead, a bronze stout for flour with trout fresh caught from the stream. Gloin had spied an opal cider lovely to behold, but best of all throughout the hall was ale of shining gold.
That's my favorite song.
I think the bats... Were they really in the western halls? They might have been. I'll run around the western halls a little bit to try to see if I can't spot them. I remember distinctly seeing bats, I think maybe in the western halls, and killing some for the guano. So if you want me to do some farming, I'm going to need, more of that. But I'm down to farm. I should have marked it down. I know better. They're rare to find. And they're important for farming, so... Oh well. I'll mark it next time I find them. Oh, that one's backwards too. Well, okay. Whatever. Bet time. Thankfully, tireless is a really good buff to have when looking for bats, I think. So first, I don't think it's out this way, because this just goes to the gate. But I'll double check that we don't have bats down here. I mean, I see wargs, but not bats. The other thing I never ended up picking up was the Tier 1 boots recipe. I just never happened upon it. It eluded me, so we might, in searching for the bats, find some of that as well. Flirting with the shadow. Oh, I did get shadowed. No bats. Yeah, I don't think the bats are here. Don't see anything bat-like that way, so let's go into the caves. When in doubt, explore. Do bats respawn? I believe they do. I believe like all critters respawn roughly in the biomes that you find them. So like everywhere I found moths, if I return to where there's moths are, after a while the animals will respawn. I haven't noticed that not to be true. Except for like hostile enemies that are set not to respawn. I guess that would be an exception. So if you clear an orc camp, you're not gonna get a new orc camp. If you kill an orc boss, you're not gonna get a new orc boss. But for the most part, they will respawn. Cranberry house is always nice. Yeah, it's a nice house. I don't typically use it as a... I mean, I haven't used it as a base because it's surrounded by slushy marsh. It's not bad. Spot. I had a feeling like it was over here, but I guess I'm wrong. I don't see any bats back this way. I'll spend a little bit more of today, like, looking for where the bats might be, but at some point, I'll just go back to base building. I could use the wild farm, like the random farms you find out here for farming. I just don't like the chore of having to return to do the farming out this way. Whoops, and I also broke that farm. Good reason not to farm is you broke it. Yeah, no bats out this way. And these boxes, the boxes and vases and stuff that I've been smashing up have seeds. So I know, because you asked for me to farm, that I did get some seeds in the meantime. So we've got fennel, white bean, thyme, and mint, I think. And these all unlock different recipes. Oh, and these vessels, too, also have sometimes seeds, sometimes spice. So that one was a mint seed. I think I'm just about out of... I believe it was in the Mines of Moria that I found bats. I just forget which part. So I'm gonna drop these seeds off and empty my inventory and then go into the mines, see if I can't find the bats. If you break the farms, you don't get guano. It doesn't really give you anything, so there's really no advantage to breaking those. Especially if you intend to use them, which I don't, but if you do want to farm on them, don't smash them. Oh, I did get cram, though. So I didn't have the thyme, chive, or mint seeds yet. So we at least got that unlocked as things to potentially farm, which is good. I didn't mean to pick up a carving, though. Oops, wrong chest. I'm not used to interacting my chests from this side. I'm used to them being up against the wall and having them... So they're like inverted right now, which is throwing me off a bit. This red circle is the armor die. I'm sure it was probably obvious to you, but I figured I'd mention it. So looking for guano. Only was easier to find. So something tells me it was like here, but I could be wrong. I also put my bow away, and given that I'm hunting bats, that might not have been the right call. Oh well.
We got orcs!
I hear something. Get him!
Oh! I can rebuild this. Probably a bad thing to do in the middle of a... Oh, I don't have enough granite. Ah! Get me out of there! One of the problems of using up all your granite for building is then you go to rebuild one of the Durin lamps and you're like, oops! And everything around me is rock, not granite, so... Oh, here's some granite. Nothing like trying to get granite and not the topaz. Imagine being an orc. There was this dwarf that, like, came rampaging through the caves and smashed up the walls and grabbed all the granite and left the topaz on the ground. All his friends are like, are you sure he was a dwarf? That doesn't sound very dwarf-like to me. They get in a big argument and they stab each other. Okay, well, I'm not really seeing, ooh, let's not steam bath myself. I'm not really seeing, bats down this way. I don't think that they were in the crystal caves. God, I wish I remembered. But I don't think they're down here. So I'll just use this mapstone to travel back to my, Mines of Moria camp. And I'll spend, let's say one more mealtime, or like one more, a third of a day searching for bats, and then I'm just going to pull the plug and go for granite so I can continue building. Because it's already late afternoon and I don't feel like I'm any further. So I did just check this path. I'll go maybe to the north somewhere.
That's all you got?
So we've got the descent. I don't believe it's in the descent. I'm almost positive that I had the guano before I went down into the descent, so I'm not going to go that direction for the bats. I distinctly remember me finding bats. There wouldn't have been much consequence because they're very easy to kill. If you, like, look at them wrong, they just die. So it wouldn't have been all that eventful for you guys, for me having found bats, because they're a bit nothing. If they are in my, let's see, creatures. Ooh, yeah, cavern bats. So I've found bats before. They're in my beast log or whatever. Let's, maybe I'll get guano, like, luckily in a treasure chest. This is empty. I don't want future me to ever fall for that. You had bats spawn in Orktown? I didn't. I mean, they're random. I get, like, that you're trying to help to tell me where you found bats, but, like, that's not where I found bats. I remember finding bats somewhere in the Western Halls, you know, in the cavern-like areas. So I'm trying to retrace my steps to see if I can't find them again. Do I have a better chance of finding bats at night? That's a really good point. I hadn't thought about that, because I know for some enemies, like the deer, or enemies, some animals like the deer, they really only come out during the mornings and the like. So if you want deer to hunt, you know, there is a time of day factor for that. So yeah, that actually, oh, here's gold. That actually could be that I'm searching for bats at the wrong hour. But now that it's twilight, I'll just keep going. And, maybe I'll end up finding them.
For if I stay my one true love, for if I stay, said she, each hour I spend in your arms, more faded will I be.
Ah, a song for a mining heart.
The orange, the marker on the minimap there is a different biome down this way, but it's part of the story and it's locked. I can't get through there. So if you ever see a dead end, on the minimap of a zone I've cleared, it's a pretty clear indicator that you can't go any, you can't go any further, because otherwise I would have. So this is the gate to Durin's Highway, which is cursed and blocked. Therefore, it is impassable. And I can show you that here. Can't get through there. And I don't think there's bats in there. So back to the bat hunt. No, don't apologize. I just, I'm happy to remind you. Yeah, there's a lot of instances of that. So in the Western Halls, we found the gate to Durin's Highway, and it was blocked. And then in the Mines of Moria, we found the gate to Durin's Highway, and it was also blocked. The curse, you know, is kind of everywhere. Ubiquitous. There's something stopping us. Again, not trying to spoil anything. But that is a theme. Every time we're trying to get out of the Mines of Moria, we're sucked back in. So I'll spend a little bit of tonight looking around for bats, and then I'm going to call it quits. At some point, farming is... if you're wondering about how important farming is, it isn't. The way the game works is like, any recipe that you make more or less gives you the same bonus. So as long as you're making, you know, lunch at lunchtime, like, what kind of lunch you make doesn't matter all that much. And I am not seeing anything bat-shaped, so I'm just about ready to call it quits. I feel like I found the bats in like a cave like this one, though. In a cavern, a connecting cavern between zones. It was just like a tiny little inconsequential side cave, but alright. I've had enough searching for this. I'm gonna go back to the lower deeps, where there is lots of building materials. If you want me to do that tomorrow. I've spent all day long kind of like wasting the, well, I'm not wasting the day, but attempting to do something that I wasn't able to do. So you're welcome to vote for something new tomorrow if you'd like. And it's entirely possible to find bats yet again further on. And if I do, needless to say, I will mark them down. I did mention wanting to put repair smithies where I have commonly traveled spots. I ought to do that. It's nice to have a bunch more gold ore, too. Ooh, I'm out of blossom wood. I can't even make the Yuletide. Well, it's not exactly true. So even though there's parts of the parts of my base that don't fall under my like sphere of influence, it doesn't get destroyed or anything, which is good. So here we are, the Yuletide, and we could build a celebration table out here. I need to pick up a little bit more regular stone. These chairs? Yeah, probably. I'd do it if it was voted on. Seems like we're gonna go back into the lower deeps and do a little bit more exploration. One of the reasons why I broke that down is so that I can open this area up. There we go. So eventually I'll have banisters that go all the way around here for like a balcony type design. But the nicer balconies, well, I could actually have it be stone balconies. The nicer wooden balconies are a balsam wood, which is struggle bus to farm. So these wood railings that look like what it was before are expensive, unless I want to go into the lower deeps and just chop up mushrooms for hours. Alternatively, the granite railings are a pretty good look, and they only cost or as granite, so that's a little bit more reasonable to build to give us a balcony feeling. No, I'll line it as the last thing I do today, because you did vote for me to build, and I didn't really get anything done because I was just looking for dung the whole time. So this is my apology for the dung search. So as far as hearths go, a hearth is a hearth. The higher level hearths have a larger sphere of influence, but they're not better. They're just larger sphere of influence. I've also not been using the Memorial Flame, so I'm going to put that thing away. Nice. I think it does need columns. I don't have the materials for it, so that's why I'm not building the columns. Alright, let's get to sleep and get back to exploring.
The the bounty's rich. Of cause
Once I have the guano, we can vote for me to farm on the second floor, sure.
Around the distant sea. For those who toil, the wealth of soil is his who finds it first. And when you tire, sat by the fire with drink to slake your thirst. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
The random bonus I got was Traveler, which is nice. So Traveler allows you to fast travel without, like, penalties using the map stones. Got my early bird bonus. And Lower Deep, here we come. So we'll go to the Great Drain Pumps. That's probably the least explored area in the Lower Deeps. And see if we can find why we want to drain, and also maybe like a forge, because I would love better armor. So, let's go to the northern area. Poison. It also wouldn't hurt to get a little bit more Araz granite, right? Kind of ran out of the stuff. I'm not going to go out of my way to get it, but I'm not going to avoid getting it either, because I did run out. So this cavern connects with the other one. And if you guys see anything that, like, even remotely resembles bats, or also the Garen family line, I'm all about that too. Oh, shoot. Ah, I didn't get out in time. So, we did unlock the first age crossbow. Awesome. New recipe. And then I shattered myself. Alright, let's go there. So I'm just gonna eat the shadow. And I'll eat. Take some consumable ones on the other side.
Eyes up! Monsters in the air!
Once I get close to the lamps, the penalties go away, which is nice. I wonder if that cuts through. Let's just climb. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for mobs. I'm looking for bats. It does resemble bats, but we know they're not. There might have been a shortcut here that I could have grabbed. Yep, that would have been faster. Well, next time.
And if I should fade my one true love, if I should fade...
That's a heavy footstep. Hey, pal. Why is there never sunlight where I want sunlight? Oh, I got the mining spirit song. Alright, you know what? I'm not keen on you hitting me. So I did mention this before, but trolls are allergic to sunlight, so if you can drag them into a sunbeam, they will die. You don't really have to fight them, but there's no sun in this room, so... We're going the old school. Die already, man. Oh, chop off your knees. You're dead. And I did get some black diamond for that. Definitely worth it. So I have 10 total now. And a Durin axe fragment. Oh, shoot. So I got the axe fragment. There is, if you're wondering, like a quest tome instructing you to go into a troll cave for it. So you don't have to just stumble upon it. Like, the game will direct you to it if you don't find it the way I did. But, yeah, sweet. Let's see, what else is in here? There was a bunch of treasure chests over here. Okay. That's not really treasure, but fine. That's more like it. So we got a resolve. So this resolve will cure to spare, which is really handy to use after you run through like a shadow zone. You can just cure yourself and no problem. Okay, looks like the path continues this way. I also want to be picking up the granite, so what can I drop for that? Maybe metal fragments? Oh, someone's constipated over there. Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh, actually, I have a cleansing one, don't I? No, just resolve. Oh, well. Unfortunately, these are not unlocking new blueprints, but that's fine. So it's a little orc camp. My armor's a little ruined from that troll fight, but I'm not gonna say no. Come on, you wanna fight? Get down here.
Knock this one dead.
Man, this tin in the middle of the fighting path is so annoying. I keep getting hung up on it. I thought ore was my friend. Alright, or you're dead to me. Get out of my way. Alright, what can... I don't think I need iron. Well, let's keep going. Ooh, ruby.
One more for me.
You're mine.
I see bats! I see bats! Yeah! How do I mark these? Bats? I feel like Oprah. You get a bat! You get a bat! Alright. I need to make room for bats. Oh, I put all my Garen carvings away. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake. All right, Bets, get down here. Fight me! What is this, goblin with throat cancer? Don't worry, I can cure it. Just swallow my sword. Oh, boy. You guys got wrecked. Fury, coin, and a ranger journal page. Alright, come here, bats. So I did mention it was kind of a mistake to... There we go, bat droppings. Kind of a mistake to come down here without a means to... without a bow, but... Because some of these bats... Actually, that's not even a bat. Can you please come here? Thank you. All right. Yeah, those are mobs. But we got bats, and I can come back here periodically for more bat love. All right, let's see. This is a journal page. And then we have another side cave over yonder. More stupid little goblins get to die. I need stone to rebuild that. There we go. Ooh. Dropping in from the sky. Oh, I see a lot of oats. That's a reason enough to fight. Plus the flag, of course. And rubies. Nice. Alright, making room for the key. More black diamond. What I'm doing is just dumping everything else out of it so they're empty. If I always do that, then, you know, it's easier to search them. Alright, I'm gonna ditch the garnet and pick up the granite. So this isn't quite a dead end yet. I'd like to continue... I know it's nighttime now, but I'd like to continue until I hit a dead end. That way... Oh, it's a ranger camp! That right there is a ranger camp. So... Oh, that was cool. I want to do that again. Wait, let me flip! Oh, woo! Rolling in the air. So I need 5 ranger pages to rebuild that. So maybe what I'll do... Ooh, God, there's a lot of stuff. Is to drop a mapstone here and get this rebuilt and then pick this up tomorrow if you vote for it. Plus, I can decide on where to put the farm. So for me to hearth here, I just need a little bit of stone. which I dropped over here somewhere. Where did I drop my stone? There. Actually, I'm going to need a little bit more stone than that, because I don't think this is enough stone to build the map stone and the hearth. It's funny to be like in a giant cave and be like, damn it, I need more stone. So here's the hearth. I'll put it here. And obviously this leads to, I'm going to guess, a forge? I'm going to guess that's Belagos Forge over there. Without spoiling too much. The last forge we found looked like that, so, you know, it's an educated guess, let's say. So the map stone, I need 19 more regular stone. I think there was compressed dirt over here, which turns into stone, so I'm going to double back this way to get the stone that I need. Yeah, this is compressed dirt. Good. Got enough stone now. Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 20th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow dwarves.